Ikiru is without a doubt one of the classics of world cinema. The main theme of the story is based on Tolstoy's novella The Death of Ivan Ilyich, published in 1886, which is also considered a world literature classic. Contrary to Akira's other movies, such as The Lower Depths, this adaptation was very liberal. As usual, Kurosawa tries to inject, as much as possible, elements of the Japanese reality of the time, as well as promote or demote parts of the original literature.
どうぞ。軽い概要ですな。
正直に本当のことをおっしゃってください。胃がんだとおっしゃってください。
いや、今申し上げたように軽い概要ですから。
その患者は1年ぐらいですか？
いや、まあせいぜい半年だな。
半年？
うん。君がもしあの人のように半年しか命がないとしたらどんなことをするね？
What would you do if you knew you only had 6 months to live? The answer to the question nobody wishes to be asked is different in the book than in the movie. In the book, the realization of inescapable death sinks in gradually, and when it comes, the only reaction is desperation. Tolstoy's focus was in this darkest panic that overcomes people faced with this situation. Even though Ivan was talking casually about dying before his illness, he even made a will, he was only paying lip service. When the actual time came around, it was a very different story. Mr. Watanabe, though, wants to make the best of his remaining time. He will try to experience his now shortened life as he has never done before, and he will find an answer. His first instinctive reaction would be to seek support from the loved ones, the people closest to him, his family, only to discover that not only there is such a huge gap of understanding, but also the relation is one of self-interest.
ねえ、うん、私たち2人だけが住むうちだったら4、50万もあれば立つんでしょう。うん。お父さんの退職金担保にしてなんとかなんないのかしら。
うん、親父の退職金6、70万にはなるね。等給が月に1万2、3千ってとこかな。それに貯金も10万ぐらいあるはずだよ。
でもお父さんうんって言うかしら。
うんって言わなきゃ別々に暮らそうって切り出すんだね。それが親父に一番効くよ。第一親父だって退職金や貯金まで墓の中まで持ってく気はないだろ。ん？お父さん。おやすみ。下の戸締まり頼みます。
Kenji is then presented with the American version of A Good Life, since the occupational forces at the time extended their influence heavily into the traditional culture. Half jokingly, Kurosawa would use the metaphor of the devil, Mephistopheles, who would lure our hero into material pleasures.
あなたの無駄に使った人生これから取り返しに行こうじゃないですか。私はね、これあなたのために喜んでメフィストフェレスの役を務めますね。代償を要求しない善良なるメフィストの役を。おあつらい向きに黒い犬もいる。案内しろ。
The answer to the critical question, what is a good life, lies in a bunny, a toy that is meant to give happiness to other people. Be good to the others first instead of selfishly seeking personal pleasure. The revelation is celebrated as the rebirth of a man with the appropriate Happy First Birthday song.
こんなもんでも作ってると楽しいわよ。私これ作り出してから日本中の赤ん坊と仲良しになったような気がするの。ねえ課長さんも何か作ってみたら？
わしにも何かできる。わしにも何か。
And so it goes. Kenji will use his job to make a nice park for kids, fighting against bureaucracy, indifference of his colleagues, politicians, even the mafia. He will find fulfillment and closure in his life's finale. Ikiru is one of the greatest films ever made, and simple enough, no hidden messages here. Some movies keep you thinking for days. This is one due to the subject. But also, when you're making a movie with such an ambitious premise, how to face our mortality, you're entering philosophical grounds. Furthermore, when you're providing a solution to the impossible problem of humanity, there's much to be said. Tolstoy's original is dealing mostly about the agony of death, the darkness, the fear, the terror of the unknown, the end of your existence. Kurosawa brushes this point off very fast, with very short scenes in the beginning. He aspires to the Western mentality which says, think about life, not death. The title says just that. This is unrealistic and far from the truth of what somebody feels when death knocks at the door. You are in complete panic, overwhelmed with fear. It also sends the message that if you do good, you will die happy, which of course is not true. You will still suffer when you die, irrelevant of your past life or your actions. Finally, Kurosawa grossly oversimplifies human nature. Even bureaucratic mummies can have a fun side, and people don't go through their entire lives not having a drink, or not going to a party, or a show, no matter how unbalanced your work-life situation is.